Hey guys, above 256 here, and today I'm going to show you a few redstone clock mechanisms. So, clock mechanisms basically are just mechanisms or circuits that will give a constant pulse every time. So let's start. Just for information, these are not in order in any way. So, to start, this is the comparator clock. You have a comparator that runs into either a comparator or itself, which will create a loop. Note that this must be toggled on for it to work. If you want, you can add another comparator at the front to slow it down. Since, as you can see, normally this comparator is quite fast actually. So, as you can see, but if you wish, as you can see, you can slow it down. See? And now it has run out of arrows. So, on how to make this machine, we're gonna need one comparator, or how many ever you like, depending on how fast you want it to go. 3 for the basic, or how many ever you like, and also how fast you want it to go, and one lever to control the input and output. You can also use any other input device. So what you want to do is to place the lever down, and then place a redstone comparator, redstone, like this, and switch it on. Now you should get a clock starting. Okay, so with this we're done. Next is this. This is what I call the torch burnout clock. So it uses this as a clock. So how does this work? It does this. So if a torch is, let's say a torch is powered, you'll power this block, right? When there's a redstone dust above the block where a torch is connected to, this will power on, which will result in the torch powering off, which result in the redstone dust powering off, and the torch powering on, and so forth. But it takes more than one to make sure this is reliable, since if a redstone torch gets switched on and off too many times at one time, it will soon burn out. So if we add at least 3 or 4 torches, we can get a working clock, as you can see. But note, it's quite noisy and unreliable. So how to build this is you're gonna need 4 blocks of iron, 4 redstone torches, 1 lever, and only 1 redstone dust. So you can get this. Okay, get this all in, and let's build it. So what you need is place a block down, place redstone torches all on the sides, oops, and then place blocks directly on top of them, as you can see. Okay, so, and then finally add a redstone dust in the middle, and it should start working. To power on and off this machine, add a switch or lever. Next, we are going to show you the very famous slime block clock, which I showed you in the previous episode. So what you're gonna need is just 1 sticky piston, 1 block of redstone, 1 slime block, and 1 lever. So just simply add a piston, and then put a slime block on top, redstone block on the side, and a lever on the bottom, and so it should start working. Okay, moving on to the next is the very simple repeater loop clock. But as some of you may wondering, how do I get a one tick chain? So what you're gonna need is this. A redstone torch powering a block. So when a redstone torch gets power on here, it'll power on for just the tiniest bit amount of time, and it'll soon power off. So this will create the loop, which will fire the arrows at this. And the downside to this is that you can't switch it off. You can't. You have to immediately reset this thing. So anyway, if you want to build this, you're gonna need 4 redstone and 2 repeaters. So what you do is we'll place 2 repeaters facing opposite directions like this, and place 4 redstone dust on their sides. And there, you're done. Okay, quickly moving on to next is this, the torch repeater toggleable clock. So this is kind of slow, but it can be set to varying speeds and can be quite fast or slow. So anyway, what you're going to need is 3 blocks of iron, a redstone torch, a lever, a redstone repeater, and a dust of redstone. I said that wrong. So what you're gonna need is a block of iron. That's what you have to do. So just place them in a formation like this, similar to what you'll do if you want to make an iron golem. And place redstone torch on this side, dust on this side. And here, place a repeater. Soon, you'll see it start working, and the torch has just fused. So it's best to place this on a 2 tick pulse, and as you can see, it's working fine. You can switch it off and on with this switch. Next, moving on to one of the most advanced clock is this, the Estonian hopper clock. First designed by ESOS, this ESOS lab, it is a hopper clock that can have variable speeds. Normally, at the fastest speed, this is how fast as it can go. So if you want, this is mainly for something that require you to have a specific time. So let's say you want something slow, you can set this. It fires once every second or so. And quickly, I'm going to show you how to do this machine. So as you can see, very complicated here. You need 2 redstone dust actually, 2 blocks of iron, 2 redstone comparators, 1 lever, 2 sticky pistons, 2 hoppers, and 1 block of redstone. So let's build this. Okay, so as you can place a block, and then yes, just note the blocks of iron are just for design. The block can be of any non-transparent block, like don't use glass and glowstones. Yeah, so it could even be made of dirt and stuff. So okay, so anyway, moving on. Let's put a piston here, and then soon your design should be like this. And now you're done. So and then you place a lever here and place an item like this, and switch it off and then on, and it should start working. Okay, so now moving on, we're moving to another hopper clock, but this one is much more simpler. It's sort of like a loop clock as it goes round and round, similar to this loop, which it goes backwards and forwards. It just determines the time. So if you switch it off or on, it'll give a pulse. So this is very simple. You just need a lever, 4 hoppers, and I forgot to mention a comparator. See? Okay, so what you just need is 4 hoppers running into each other, and the final one, and the comparator just running out. And then add a little item in it, and it should fire every few ticks. Just can also make it standby by doing this. And then moving on to the last, but definitely not least, is the one of the earliest clocks in this game. It is the torch redstone dust clock. So it has been used like way before repeaters were introduced to the game, and it only needs 4 redstone dust, 3 redstone torches, 3 blocks of iron, and a lever. So let's do this. So first, place a block of iron down, then place a lever on top just in case, and then place a torch facing this side and redstone dust on this side, and then place a block of iron or any block and place a torch, and then put redstone dust and redstone dust, and then a block and redstone torch, and finally a block of dust. And now you're done. You've got a clock. Just to show you this working, and this is how it does. I'm not sure if there's any other clocks, but for now, these are the clocks I have for you. So thanks for watching. This is Above256 signing out.